Gun-loving Massachusetts residents and those of other liberal paradise states may soon be able to rejoice as U.S. Representative Chris Collins of New York has unveiled new federal legislation called the Second Amendment Guarantee Act. While H.R. 3576 is not all-encompassing, it would at least limit the authority of states and localities when it comes to regulating rifles and shotguns. Basically, if passed, it would prevent all states, cities, and county governments from enforcing any local rifle or shotgun laws that are stricter than those already found at the federal level. The bill reads, in part, a state or political subdivision of a state may not impose any regulation, prohibition, or registration or licensing requirement with respect to the design, manufacture, importation, sale, transfer, possession, or marking of a rifle or shotgun that has moved in, or any such conduct that affects interstate or foreign commerce that is more restrictive, or impose any penalty, tax, fee, or charge with respect to such a rifle or shotgun or such conduct in an amount greater than is provided under federal law. Bam! The bill goes on to say that any state trying to impose such laws anyway could find them null and void, and asserts specifically that the words rifle and shotgun also apply to anything even vaguely considered an assault rifle. In Massachusetts, for example, this would mean lifting the assault weapons ban, the copycat ban, and allow large capacity magazines back into the fray, whether pre-ban or not. In Collins' press release, it seems the introduction of the bill was a direct response to New York's infamous SAFE Act. Of course, groups like the Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence are not at all happy with this bill and are already lobbying against it with all kinds of fear tactics, even though the bill is still only sitting with the House Committee on the Judiciary. The bill's biggest opponent, of course, is good old Governor Cuomo, who released a statement calling the bill a, quote, blatant political ploy and disturbing. He accused Collins of, quote, turning his back on New Yorkers and putting millions of people at profound risk by fighting to roll back vital legislation that protects the people of the Empire State. Collins is demonstrating once again that he is beholden to no one but the gun lobby and entrenched special interests. It goes on, this disturbing bill puts New Yorkers in harm's way, and to make it worse, there is no basis for it. None. Well, that isn't quite accurate, is it? I mean, rifles and shotguns are so dangerous that they account for only a teeny tiny fraction of crimes involving a gun. Other groups and state officials have come forward saying they believe the bill violates the Constitution's 10th Amendment and that the bill unjustly targets New York. They believe it should get thrown out just on the basis that states should be treated equally, and even though this bill does not say it is specifically towards New York, they believe that it would only affect New York or something. The 10th Amendment argument does have some merit, but there is, of course, the argument that laws like the SAFE Act violate the Second Amendment and therefore shouldn't be on the books at all. You could also argue that this bill would aim to be sure that all states are on an equal playing field when it comes to the Second Amendment. One could easily argue that it is only working to repeal an unjust law, or set of laws. Either way, it's still got a long way to go, but will hopefully fare at least a little bit better than bills that were introduced in Massachusetts recently to repeal the assault weapons ban. The bills and hearings and the whole process got so little attention that there wasn't even enough information for me to report on it, and now they're dead. So hopefully this one, seeing as it is already getting national attention, will have a little more luck. That is your Second Amendment and firearm news for the week. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also hit me up over on VidMe and Facebook and Twitter. I also have a Patreon if you want to help support my channel. I know that right now there are some people not happy with Patreon. I also have a PayPal. Everything is linked down in the description. And until next week, stay safe and happy shooting.